but this is our time now. So whatever hour that you meet me here, even me later when I come back to this place to hear, what it is that I say when I press record, then upload and play, there's something about participation that goes a long way versus forced participation that is accompanied by rebellion. When one willingly participates because one is listening to the rhythm of their own heartbeats, then a gift is presented to them in the form of expression. But when one is unaware and only reading the energy in the air of something that is the true agenda behind certain things that one can be presented with, a natural defense that would come up in anything, whether we're conscious of it or not, would be to resist this urge to participate. And depending on one's own life experiences and any trust issues that may develop over time, people's reactions vary from kind to kind. I've been really meditating lately on just I call it meditation. It's really not meditation. Call it study. Call it whatever you need it to be. Researching, observing, watching, diving, questioning, analyzing, receiving with the roots that is continuously settling in, that whatever it is that I now understand on my levels of comprehend, that this now understanding that I do have is in transit always to further expand. So even whatever it is that I currently think I understand at this time, I know that this perception of mine, because of this evolutionary ride that I actively participate in, shall evolve as well. And even if it doesn't, I know that too doesn't mean that is final. Especially if I am truly absorbing the understanding of just energy and existing, period, that it's infinite and transforms over this illusion of time that, although doesn't exist, does. Right? It's like processing that crypto thoughts or quotes that are shared, you know, of trying to understanding everything that is here, you know, even in the thinking of I am one, we are one, I am everything and I am nothing, but I am something, you see. Time. We are time creators, you know, and are we participants of this time creation, or are we just part of its background, part of its creation that we have no part in creating? My mind is cycling and filtering and absorbing and downloading, uploading, reloading, sending out, you know, and that's really cool. Although our mind is one of our greatest of tools that come with many side effects, you see, because not everything is always sunflowery and wonderful, you see, with some of the things that our mind has filled us with. You know, those are the things you can think of like when you're thinking negatively, or, you know, holding on to something that you wish you could let go or don't want to let go. And so, you know, these thoughts that you associate with your feelings, or your feelings that you associate with your thoughts, you know, can drive someone into vibrating in a way that is unhealthy in many ways. And it takes the individual to develop the awareness and being able to see or grow in that process too, because it shouldn't be dismissed at all, because it is influence on your emotions, your feelings, whether you express them or not. You feel them, and that is the fuel that we use, whether we're conscious of it or not, that is driver to the energies that we create and manifest externally in our lives. Accountable am I? A huge breakdown. That was my most recent healing of expansion that I recently got through. Something that existed in my root that was responsible for a huge energy creation that I was responsible for in my own manifestations and perceptions of self. And accountability that prior to facing this level of truth that I didn't want to do, prior to that, my pride and my ego was super strong, because prior to holding myself accountable for things in my past that, granted, I may not be proud of, in creating and executing and doing and denying, I was adamant. And when I say stubborn in my ways, I was hell bent on never, ever, 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 ever rocking it out in this lifetime, admitting it out loud, or apologizing in truth for something that I did do. And I remember when this accountability for me finally came into view, something that I didn't even allow myself to think through because I wasn't going there. It's like, nope. Because I understood a different part of the whole that was enough justification for me to forgive myself in that kind of way, you see, because it all occurred for the whole to break down certain walls and things that needed to be brought into light And that was the part I played in this, so-called life, which still isn't right. And just because that part of me was able to see that, hey, this conditioning, that really wasn't me. I forgive myself, you see. That's all I need to see to believe. Let other people come to their own forgiveness, you see. Because that is an individual process, you see. And I'm not responsible for that in any kind of way. Hey, what can I say? I'm a good person, man. I never funk up. Prideful, man. No. Even arguing with my guides on this ride, or my conscious, that said, dude, what, you think you're going to skip through this and get through this and go to the other side without owning every part of your own ride? I said, la 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 la, I ain't listening to you. No. I'm still gonna continue to do what I do because that is who I am now. Shake down, crack down, profound, loop-de-loop-de-loops of cosmic funny tunes that come to you in various ways to mirror to you that repeat cycles will keep coming to you until you hold yourself accountable for every part of your own creations, no matter the conditioned part of life that brought it to that kind of experience. But have you not learned? Or are you still so prideful? Because secretly you're your own motherfudging idol, right? Because everybody wants to be seen as this vision of whatever it is that they internally feel they need to receive. But seriously, what is the cause of such an uproar to have to force with a mask? Because deep down in your lands, there's something that's eating up at you bad. Like, how can you move forward from that? Right? I got these skeletons in my closet that want to come out. What's that all about? These monsters, they want to prey on me, you see. And because externally certain bad things occur to me deep down, rooted in my seed, because of my own shame of, never holding myself accountable for, my own dirty ways. I accept these external waves of pain because I deserve them, you see. Because deep down in my root, I haven't been this image I know myself to be. Because mistakes, you see, I have made, you see. But accountable for them, I have never been. So I'll take this hit because I deserve it. What, child? You deserve to get punched around because you funked up somehow? But meanwhile, you've learned your lesson. It took a long time to learn it. The confession. Sat in a booth of confession. That was my first step to elevation in a new kind of way. Accountability, man, goes a long way. And ugly it is. It sometimes is. Most of the time it is, which is why we choose to want to continue to deny it, because quite frankly it ain't pretty. When it get down to the nitty gritty. I see so much fakeness all around. People masking. So much. Eyes see through. So yeah. Something happened to mirror this twisted perception and denial that I couldn't ignore. And I had something to do that was long overdue. And I was ready. There are many things that we may do in our lifetime that we know was not right. What you need to figure out is if that's going to be the vibration of your life. And if it is, to each their own. But if it's not, what positive message does that have for you? That the thing that you shame yourself for, or beat yourself up about, or internally feel negatively about yourself, negatively about yourself, the fact that you feel that way is your mirror display showing you that you are not that way. Because if you were that way, you wouldn't give a fuck. You would just be that way. So if you're beating yourself up in some kind of way, ask yourself today, why? And then look at it positively, that the real you, deep within you, is resisting that beat up or feeling that way because they're not that way. Namaste.